Montalvo Broadcasting Network. Support MBN, Montalvo Broadcasting Network, and shop with us over at Montalvo Store. Go to ebay.com and search in the advanced search. Type in Montalvo Store. Now support Montalvo Broadcasting Network. We have a wide array of books on conspiracy, apparel, and much more. Support your favorite radio station, Montalvo Broadcasting Network, by visiting Montalvo Store on ebay.com.
With SRN News, I'm Ron DeRockstra. President Trump says the country's best days are ahead of us.
Once again, happy July 4th to all. Our country is in great shape. Our military has never been stronger, and many, many good things are going to happen. Next year will be one of the greatest years we've ever had.
The President and First Lady kicking off Saturday night's official 4th of July celebration that included an historical flyover of aircraft. The show was capped by a formation flights from the Navy Blue Angels and the Air Force Thunderbirds and a spectacular fireworks display. Also at srnnews.com, with pen in hand, President Trump this week signed into law a temporary extension of a subsidy program for small businesses that have been battered by the coronavirus.
The legislation extends the June 30 deadline for applying for the program to August 8. Lawmakers created the program in March and have modified it twice since, adding money on one occasion and more recently permitting more flexible use of the funding. About $130 billion of $660 billion approved for the program remains eligible for businesses to seek direct federal subsidies for payroll and other costs such as rent through the Paycheck Protection Program. Ken Lorman reporting.
The Defense Department says a 21-year-old soldier died in a vehicle accident while serving in Afghanistan. Specialist Vincent Sebastian Ibarria from San Antonio, Texas, died as the result of a vehicle rollover accident Friday in Farah, Afghanistan. Ibarria was assigned to the 2nd Battalion, 22nd Infantry Regiment of the 1st Infantry Brigade Combat Team, 10th Mountain Division, out of Fort Drum, New York. The accident is under investigation. Meanwhile, a Republican gubernatorial candidate in Montana was come down with a coronavirus. This is SRN News. Public school students are getting a big dose of Darwinism. Michael Harrington explains.
A study released by a journal that promotes comprehensive science education finds that the average number of class hours devoted to teaching the theory of evolution to America's children rose by 60% from 2007 to 2019. Meanwhile, creationism has largely fallen by the wayside. The report finds that 82% of teachers say they never teach creationism or intelligent design. That's up from 75% who ignored it in 2007. Michael Harrington, SRN News.
A communist government campaign is slashing births among the minority Uyghurs of China's far west Xinjiang region with brutal efficiency. Beijing's forcing IUDs, abortions, and sterilizations on largely Muslim minorities and punishing parents who violate family planning measures by detaining them in camps and prisons. This is SRN News. The famed statue of Hans Christian Andersen's Little Mermaid, one of Copenhagen's biggest tourist draws, has been vandalized with the text "racist fish."
The words were tagged on the stone on which the oft-attacked 5.4-foot-high bronze is sitting at the entrance of the Copenhagen harbor. No one has taken responsibility for the act. The statue is created in tribute to the Danish storyteller Andersen. It has long been a popular target for vandals who have blown her off her perch, beheaded her, and painted her. Last month, a statue in Copenhagen of a Danish missionary who was key to the colonization of Greenland was doused with red paint and the words "decolonize." Patrick Frost reporting.
An annual study estimated the amount of e-waste that piled up globally in 2019 at 53.6 million metric tons. That's about as heavy as 350 cruise ships the size of the Queen Mary II. More details at srnnews.com. I'm Ron DeRockstra.
The radical left-wing mob's agenda? Take over our cities, defund the police, pressure more towns to follow, and Joe Biden stands with them. Cutting police funding.
Yes, absolutely.
Eliminating cash bail, letting criminals back on the street, violent crime exploding, innocent children fatally shot. Who will be there to answer the call when your children aren't safe?
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
You have reached the 911 police emergency line. Due to defunding of the police department, we're sorry, but no one is here to take your call. If you're calling to report a rape, please press 1. To report a murder, press 2. To report a home invasion, press 3. For all other crimes, leave your name and number, and someone will get back to you. Our estimated wait time is currently 5 days. Goodbye.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
You're listening to the Bruce Montalvo Show. To the Bruce Montalvo Show, Monday night, Montalvo, broadcasting live on Spreaker.com/The Bruce Montalvo Show. You can join me in the chat room over at Spreaker.com, or you can call in. Call-in line is 480-382-8451. It's 480-382-8451. You call in and leave a message of my live talk radio program. And so America's not safe anymore. And it's going to be less safe if Joe Biden gets in there. That's right, you won't be safe in Joe Biden's America. And brain dead Joe. You know what I was looking at today? That is so stupid, these polls that say that Trump is down to brain dead Biden. They're so stupid. Now they're saying that brain dead Joe can beat Donald Trump in a boxing match. You believe that? I mean, this is a guy, Donald Trump, who bitch slapped Vince McMahon in the face when Vince was on roids, and also clotheslined him at like WrestleMania, and then also shaved McMahon's hair. I mean, you saw that clothesline, and then he proceeded to give him like a ground and pound. I mean, the left is so full of it. They just love demeaning the president, and again, the stupidity is at an all-time high. Everywhere you go, if there's a couple now, like these Corona couples, these retards are giving themselves Corona Eskimo kisses. That means they're kissing each other with masks on, right? I mean, they're all scared of like the fucking Phantom Commando, like coronavirus is Arnold. You know, it's the Phantom Commando, and we're literally in a boxing match. Okay, it's the lockdown. You're in round 2. You got dropped a whole bunch of times in round 1, and now you're coming into round 2, and your nose is already broken from lockdown. And the CDC liar in chief, Anthony Fauci, he's the virus himself. See, every time he opens his mouth, there's a virus. It's the liar virus. You see, he was killing people already with the AIDS. He was trying to kill the gays. Now that they're coming for the gays and everybody else. Okay, you see it in Portland. We were literally living in like behold a pale horse. Freaking Bill Cooper. It's like you got secret police and feds snatching up protesters in unmarked vehicles. This is martial law. This is tyranny at its finest. And it's all because of their retarded coronavirus. The coronavirus doesn't like, when old people get to visit their grandkids. Doesn't like that. It doesn't like you having a business. The coronavirus is like a living, breathing thing. It likes things and doesn't like things. And some of the things it likes are gangs. Gangs. You don't have to worry about dying over the coronavirus because the Rona is like a gangster bitch. It's just gonna allow gangs to propagate places like NYC
all this lawlessness we see where the feds now got to come up and snatch commies from the street. If it isn't all just one big psychological operation. You're listening to the most extreme man in alternative media, listening to the Bruce Montalvo show. You're not safe in America right now. You're going to be even less safe if they let that stupid dunce Biden, if they select him, but if the Illuminati selects him, because you should see the articles are saying that they're going to have to fumigate Trump out of the White House if he doesn't leave. You see, there's a bat in Washington, a dingbat, and it spits out coronavirus. It's called Nancy the Goomba witch, Italian witch Pelosi, because they're all, if you're Italian, you're like a witch. You know, you're just witchy. This bitch is witchy, saying that they're going to have to fumigate him out. Just like some foreshadowing, like they already got something planned. They get stupid polls saying that Trump's going to lose in a boxing match to Biden. Biden doesn't even know where he is. You want to talk about punchy? There isn't any punchier than dumbass Joe Biden. I mean, they even had a Pete Booty Plug beating up Trump. I mean, you believe that? I mean, what's he going to do? Fuck him to death like in South Park where Trump gets fucked to death by Mr. Garrison? That's the only way I see Pete Booty Plug beating up the president, Donald Trump. But no, things are getting worse. All hell is breaking loose. You have the country going to hell, and totalitarianism is the new it thing. You see, the virus. A couple was put under house arrest after refusing to stay home. So again, you got people being snatched in the street and taken away. You know, Trump signed the NDAA like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, while everybody was involved in this boxing match. They were getting our asses kicked in. It's only round two. Lockdown, round two. Well, everybody is looking at that. The government under Trump signed the NDAA again, just like no different than his predecessor, Obama, who has been spotted funding at the Wuhan lab, where supposedly all this bioweapon that comes from a bat comes from. Let me tell you something. All you idiots that are wearing masks, you're not allowed to tell me that I'm a conspiracy theorist anymore, because you have become conspiracy theorists just like me. Okay? But even nuttier. Okay? Because I'm a researcher. You people are just plain stupid. You're batshit crazy. Speaking of batshit crazy, of Kanye West, his campaign is in shambles. He's about to get divorced. Okay? It's a reptilian. Kanye West is a reptilian. Speaking of reptilians, you have ex-Fox News stars being accused of brutal rape. And now they're trying to pin the tail on Tucker Carlson and even the butt haircut, Sean Hannity. They all rape people now. Just because last week Fox came in like number one in cable with Tucker's show. So CNN was bitching the whole time that, Tucker, we don't like him, we need to find dirt. So they knock out some nobody at Fox, and now they're using that to say, oh, well, that guy raped people, and so did Tucker and Sean Dumbass. That guy's a dumbass. I mean, Fox News is just filled with reptilians. Okay? That's why I went from one reptilian that's mentally ill, Kanye West, to talk about a whole news network of reptilians that are just responsible for sending out a Saturnian signal that in itself is COVID, because you see where they're broadcasting through the 5G, that's the COVID right there. They're hitting you with the 5G COVID waves, the reptilians. Okay? This is a world run by reptilians. And in Disney, okay, there's a lot of reptilians that run Disney, I'm telling you. And they're showing their colors now. They're showing their green scales. They're showing how they worship Quetzalcoatl. Okay? Because you have Disney now telling you, if you go to our freaking amusement park, you better sit down You better not walk around. We better not see you walking around eating, or we're gonna take you underneath the It's a Small World ride and brutally sodomize you and your children. That's what Disney's saying. That Disney World bans eating while walking after guests break mask rules. So everybody's supposed to look like fucking Mortal Kombat now. Before they had those unmasked characters in Mortal Kombat, well, they got rid of them and they only kept the masked characters, like Melina and Scorpion and Reptile and Sub-Zero. That's how they want us to look. It's supposed to be Halloween all year this fucking year.
Montalvo Broadcasting Network. Support MBN, Montalvo Broadcasting Network, and shop with us over at Montalvo Store. Go to ebay.com and search in the advanced search. Type in Montalvo Store. Now support Montalvo Broadcasting Network. We have a wide array of books on conspiracy, apparel, and much more. Support your favorite radio station, Montalvo Broadcasting Network, by visiting Montalvo Store on ebay.com.
Tribal, primitive, rustic, Burning Man, punk rock, conceptual subculture for the edgiest, most cutting-edge designs of jewelry today. Go to etsy.com/shop/conceptual subculture, or one word, either by going to Google or search Etsy, ETSY.com, and type in one word, conceptual subculture. You will find the hottest designs using natural stones with wire wrap rings, rough, raw, genuine, semi-precious gemstone jewelry, solid sterling silver, copper, leather, orgonite, bracelets, pendants, chokers, men's copper cups with sterling accents, eco-friendly, repurposed, original, one-of-a-kind design earrings. Support MBN by going to Conceptual Subculture on Etsy. Go to Antique Obsessions for the hottest in jewelry, antiques, repurposed, solid sterling silver, one-of-a-kind, handmade by Bruce and Jaja. Go to our Facebook, which is Antique Obsessions, or you can go to Etsy.com and go to Antique Obsessions, one word, or type it into your Google and find us there.
The stylish and hippest clothing around. Go to Poshmark.com. Poshmark.com at Anti-Culture. At Anti-Culture. The coolest, hippest apparel on the internet. Poshmark.com at Anti-Culture.
Hi, this is Jaja. Come shop with us at Poshmark.com/closet/anticulture. Sign up for Poshmark using our code ANTICULTURE. That way you can have $5 in your pocket when you join up and you can buy something from our store. We have mad stuff like upcycle things, Armani, Hurley, O'Neill. We upcycling all kinds of things like LL Bean. And plus we got our tie-dyes and just mad stuff. Just come check us out. Also you can sell your own stuff too using the Poshmark app. But sign in first using our code ANTICULTURE. And you can find us at Poshmark.com/closet/anticulture. Or when you're up in there, just at Anticulture us. And you can look under the people. Check you out. Peace.